Okay, I have a charged particle in an electric field. Here we go. Let's go ahead and we'll make it a proton so that it moves with the field. So he feels a force due to the electric field going to the right. I don't know. What can we find? What did we find in class? We had done the derivation for an electric field equals the force that the particle feels divided by its charge. We know Newton's second law, F equals ma. Now remember, we're using the real simple cleaned up version. When you look at Newton's second law, always remember on that left hand side, you've got that sigma. And don't forget, there's a vector arrow over the force telling you got to pay attention to the direction, and a vector arrow over the acceleration telling you got to pay attention to the direction. But we can go ahead and we can just kind of clean this thing up and take it from the simplest form for what we're doing. You know what? I could find the acceleration that this proton is feeling. So I know that the force equals mass times acceleration, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to substitute that in. So electric field will be mass times acceleration over the charge. So your acceleration will be your electric field times your charge divided by your mass. Let me write that down over here off to the side on my paper. Yeah, I'm writing it on my paper because I'm just kind of seeing what happens. Okay, let's use a straight line motion equation. Let's say the initial speed of this thing is 0. I don't know. Let's find its final speed. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a distance. I'm going to tell you that is x. So I've told you the initial speed is 0. I've told you the final speed, well, the final speed I want. I'm telling you that you go ahead, we'll give you the value for x, and, let me back that up. Our acceleration from the other page is the electric field times charge over mass will be your acceleration. So it should be this guy that you're thinking about. Velocity final squared equals velocity initial squared plus 2ax. Okay, your initial velocity is 0, or your initial speed, so that goes away. Velocity final squared equals 2ax. Let's substitute in for acceleration. Velocity final is 2, your electric field, your charge, the distance you've traveled, and the mass of the particle, and he's squared, and I just take the square root of that and I've got my final speed. Equals F2, electric field, charge, distance, mass. Make sure everybody's inside the radical. There you go. I did my substitutions, and now I can just do one calculation at the end.